Hi guys, and welcome back to another video with me, Ali. Today I have quite a large TEMU haul for you that consists of quite a lot of crafts for jewellery for my business, as well as a few other items that I've picked up ready to do some Disney bounding. So I'm going to start with all the jewellery, and then we'll move in later to some of the clothing items, which I will make sure that I try on for you at the end of this video so that you can see how it all looks. Starting off with the basics, I've bought myself quite a few different clasps and hooks for earrings. I want to make sure that with my business that I can serve whatever your taste and style is, whether that's predominantly silvers or golds, but also those who don't have their ears pierced as well. This is not something I currently do, so I picked myself up off TEMU some clip-on earrings, hooks. They came in a packet like this. You've got the little hooks here, like so, just like you would do on a normal set of clip earrings, and they also come with the plastic like cushioning so that they don't hurt your ears. And hopefully I'll be able to put together some clip-on ones using some of the existing charms I have, but also some of the charms that I've got in this particular haul. I think in total on this haul I probably spent about, I think it was about 200, was it 200? No, about 190, I think. But I did get quite a lot of stuff, and obviously you get lots and lots of discounts along the way. I also picked up some small studs, again, because I'm trying to make sure that not everybody likes dangly earrings, my grandma being one of them. So I have picked up some silver studs, which I will be able to glue different things onto. I actually have a few items that I can show you in a bit that go with this. They also come with the plastic backs as well. We then have some like loop earrings. These ones, again, it's just so that I can have different designs. But as you can see, these ones are like little loops. And you will attach your charm at the bottom there. And these ones open like so. So I've got those ones as well. And then I've got another packet of these. I bought some of these in my last TEMU order. I love the fact that they've got all these little coloured beads on, and I think that just adds to the earring and just allows me to be a little bit more whimsical with some of my earring designs, like picking which ones go on it so that they colour coordinate. And then finally, I got myself, these only came as a small packet, and I still might order more of them. But these ones are like chains, which means I can add multiple charms to it. But I really like the fact that these ones are a bit more dangly. I have made a few pairs of earrings using things like this before, and so I wanted just to grab a couple more to be able to do so. I believe there is 10 in this packet, which means 5 pairs, and they just arrived like so. Right, moving on. Obviously, we've got Halloween and things like that will be coming up, and as any business owner will know, you are often having to create the stock and the things you want to sell for a season well in advance. So I imagine if you're like me, you start doing all your Halloween stuff now, and then by the time you hit Halloween, you've already started creating your Christmas stuff. So on that note, I have bought myself a few charms for the Halloween season. One of the first ones is I got these little sugar skull charms. They have different patterns on them, like so. They came with a pack of 20. There are all sorts in here. Hang on. There are some blue ones. And I believe there's a red one in here. Ooh, there's a pink one. Like so. And a green one. I really like the green one. That's really pretty. So, although these are kind of Halloween-y, but I feel like they can also be used all year round if you're like me and you like to have stuff that's a little bit more gothic as well. Some other skulls that I picked up were some bigger sort of resin ones. They look like this. They've got little like cracks in them, as if the skull had cracks in them. They came in 2 colours, white and black, like so. And they've obviously got the little hole up here so that I can add loops and make these into earrings or necklaces, because I do both. I also do key rings and magnets as well. They are all part of my business, which is Thrifty Care Alterations on Facebook. If you want to have a look at any of my stock, please head on over and take a look. There's quite a lot on there at the moment. Obviously, I'll be adding some more. Next up, we have these ones, which I thought were perfect to make some more dangly earrings with. I love the fact that they're kind of like iridescent-y. They're like blue as a base, but when the light catches them, I love how it's got that like multicolour way. So I've got a pack of those ones. And then finally for my skulls, these are like a silver sugar skull, but I just thought these were a little bit more subtle. I just love the design on them. It's really leafy. Hopefully you can see that. Really pretty. I like that a lot. Following down that sort of Halloween route, I also picked myself up some resin ghosties. Some of them are like this. They've got little toadstools on their head. I thought that was really cute. And then you've got ones that have got like a floral design as well. I just thought these were really adorable. Rather than like spooky Halloween, they are a cutesy Halloween. But yeah, those are the two designs that I got in this packet. And I just think they're adorable. They're going to make some really cute earrings and necklaces. Next, I picked up some little silver pumpkins. They are just as so nice and simple. I think these are a really nice way to have a subtle Halloween feel in your everyday outfit. You could wear these to work and I don't think you'd get in any trouble for them. But I really liked these ones, like I said, because they're nice and simple. Gotta love pumpkins at Halloween. Then I also picked myself up some little witches hats. They look like so. Hang on. You see? There you go. I thought these are really adorable. And these are probably ones I can pair up with the pumpkin ones on those dangly chains. So I could have like the little witch's hat at the top and the pumpkin at the bottom. I think that would look really, really cute. Then we move on to some coffins, which I feel are not just Halloweeny, but they're quite gothic as well. Again, something that you could wear all year round. I got a packet that has both red and black ones in. So this is your red one. Got like a little cross down the middle. And then this is the black one. Really cute. And then we move on to things that I would say sort of fall into the realm of book top books. So this is why I picked these particular ones. So first of all, I got these really, really cool little daggers. They sort of remind me of the daggers that perhaps Violet has on her possession in Fourth Wing. They are really cute. I got a packet of those ones. I then also picked up some snakes for anybody who may have read the Basilisk book. If you know, you know. These are really dainty ones compared to the ones I've had before, which are quite chunky. And again, I thought these could look really cute if I did multiple ones on those dangly earrings. So I got a packet of those ones. Then we move on to some crows. Again, definitely synonymous with a duo book series that I think many of you who are on the book talk train will have read. But again, I just thought these were really cute. They've got sort of like a moon and stars design in the back of them. And they are silver and black. They are all the same, all silver and black. But again, I just thought they were going to make some really pretty earrings. Couldn't forget the dragons. So I have picked up quite a few different types of dragons for making jewelry with. These ones are most likely to be necklaces, as I only got 3. But they are like a beautiful cutout of a dragon. I think these are really nice. And I think as a necklace, that's going to look so pretty. There was only 3 in a packet, but I just think they are so nice, and I really can't wait to make a necklace with those ones. We then have some silver little dragons. These ones are really cute. They are quite small, but I do think they are quite adorable. And again, nice and subtle in the ears. I then picked up these ones. These ones are a little bit chunkier, and the dragon is more sat sideways on this one, like so. It's really hard to show you because they're so tiny, but they're really sweet. So we've got a little dragon there. Hopefully the camera will pick that up for you. There you go. And again, I got quite a large packet of those ones, so I can make several pairs of earrings as well as some necklaces and sets. Then for the vampire girlies out there who are reading ones that may involve vampires, I also picked up some little vampire bats. Again, I thought these were just really sweet, really subtle, and I could probably pair them with some like beading as well, just to make them more elegant and a bit more out there. And then I also got these cool butterflies. I love these. I might have to make myself a pair to keep of these. So they're little butterflies that's got skulls as part of their design. They've got black background, and again, I really love these. I think they'll be great as a necklace or as earrings. It came in a pack of, I think it was 4 or 5. Is there 4 or 5 in there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, 5. So I'd probably be able to get 2 pairs of earrings and a necklace out of that. So I've got those ones. I then got some actual book ones, because I just thought, why not? These are very similar to the dragons in their cut-out design, so these definitely will become necklaces. But I really like that cut-out book. The pages folded open. And to complement them, I also picked up some little books to make into earrings. These are really sweet. Really sweet. They have got like writing on the book. I don't know whether my camera is picking that up. It's like little dashes and dots to make it look like there's writing on the paper. So I got a packet of those as well. Then 3 more items in my sort of like booktop world, I think, for what I'm going to be making with. I got these ones again. I really like these cutouts. I definitely want to find some more. So this one's got a stag on it with some trees and stars with a moon. This kind of reminded me a little bit of like Akatar with like the moon and stars and all that rest of it. But also, you know, kind of falls into the Harry Potter category as well. But they just felt magical to me. So I really liked this design. And again, I got 3 of those and they will become necklaces. I then got a pack of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of these little like book charms. So these ones have a hole in the top and in the bottom. So these ones will become part of my keyring collection. This one says, "Do not disturb the romance reader." It's got a little picture of a girl there sat reading a book saying "Do not disturb." And then similar sort of thing, also 6 in the pack. I got this one that says "Bookworm?" It also says, "Please, I'm a book dragon" on there. And again, these ones are going to become little key rings, maybe a bookmark as well, if I can figure out how to put that together. But I just thought it was really sweet, and I love the colourway on this, and I love the little dragon. For my Harry Potter friends out there, I managed to find some necklaces that are going to be, they very much remind me of Bellatrix Lestrange's necklace from the films. So I've got a packet of these to make into earrings and necklaces. They don't have to be Harry Potter, but that's what they reminded me of. So I got those as well. And then to make some studs out of, I've got these glow in the dark, teeny tiny little spiders that are all glittery. I don't know whether you can see how cute they are. But my plan is to make some little earrings with these ones, little stud earrings. I just think they're adorable and they do glow in the dark. So I got quite a few in that package. We then have some more like generic jewelry stuff that I'm going to be putting together. So we've got this as a set. It comes with its own set of necklaces. I do actually have a lot of these anyway because this is how I make them up, but I have coloured ones as well as black ones. And this one came with a set of crystals I can pop together like so. I just thought it was quite nice. Crystals sort of like feel like they fit with that witchy vibe. So I wanted to give those a go, see how they turned out. I then picked up some, I guess they're like tassels, but these are just great for when I'm making my key rings, just to add a little bit more zhuzh to them. They've got a multitude of colours in there, and I'm really looking forward to creating some items with these. I then picked up some beads as well for when I'm making my key rings. So I picked up these green ones that have sort of like got that iridescent vibe to them. They're quite a wide hole there because what I use is like a thicker cord to make my key rings with so that they last longer. I got some clear ones that have got like sparkly bits on it. And then I got some blue ones that also have got that iridescent feel to them. And then finally, mainly because somebody asked me if I could make some bee earrings, I have actually picked up some bee related earring stuff. So we've got some little honeycombs, which are really cute. And we also have some little bumblebees. Now, one of the things I might try and do is find some dangly chain ones that are gold so that I could actually pair these together. I think that would be quite a cute little set of earrings. Or I might do like the bumblebees as the earrings and then put this as the necklace. I think that would also make a really cute set. Then I know it's miles and miles away, but I just wanted to grab a few bits and pieces because a few of my friends have already been asking if I'll be doing some more Christmassy stuff come the season. So I thought I'll just grab a few items for now, just because I do have a little bit of stock left over from last year. But this way I have these in advance, ready to start making those once I've done all the other ones. And that means that I'll give me some new stock to tie me over while I'm waiting for other stock to arrive when I get to that point to order them. So to make some little stud earrings, much like with the little spiders, I got these really cute flat snowflakes. There are sort of like a bronze, a silver, a clear, and a white in there. They are adorable. I think they would make really, really sweet studs. I picked up some more gingerbread themed ones because these went down really well last year. These ones are a little different from the ones I had before. They've got like a little Santa hat on and a little scarf. They are very sweet. They also came in a packet. Some nice little Christmas trees. These ones have got like little sparkly bits in them, as you can see. Little diamantes to act as like the lights or like the ornaments on the tree. Again, I thought these were a really sweet charm that I can utilise to make some jewellery with. And then finally, which are my little bit more outside the box earring making stuff, I got these really cute, they're obviously ornaments like baubles, but inside it's like got different confetti that's got like peppermint sticks and presents. And they do, it's not like stuck down, so like when you shake them it all moves around, as you can see. And yeah, I really liked them. I think they're really unique. I might even add a little bit of a glitter dusting to them by using some clear Mod Podge and some glitter that I've got in my stock. But yes, I am definitely looking forward to making some items with them. My final item on the Christmas front is I've picked up some glass snowmen, and I'm hoping to make some Christmas ornaments this year. So they have got a few designs, but these are made of glass. These are adorable. I've got to be very careful with them because I don't want them to break. But I've got one with a blue, one with a red, one with a black scarf, green scarf, and then a pale blue scarf. They came in a pack of 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. And they were actually wrapped really well. I was quite impressed. They were all wrapped in bubble wrap. That is definitely something. When I ordered them, I thought they were resin. I don't think I realised they were glass. So I'm glad to say that for TEMU, the packaging was really well done on that, and not a single one of them is broken. As you know, I like to make up little gift bags for Halloween every year, and I always like to start early creating some of the bits and pieces that I want to put into the bag. So as part of this TEMU haul, that's one of the things I went looking for. So I'm just going to show you some of the items that I've got for this year's Halloween bags. So starting off with these little ghosties. These are little ghosties you can put lollipops in, which I thought was a really nice way to display your candy. So these are really cute, and as you can see there, you can pop your candy through here so that the ghost holds the lollipop. I think this is a pack of 50. Yes, a pack of 50. And I think they were only like a couple of quid. Probably even less than that. It's hard to remember what everything was because I ordered so much. I then picked up some key rings, spooky themed key rings. So they have got multiple designs in these packages. I'll just show you a few of them. So we've got some ghosties. We've got some, I think, gravestones. Oh, turn around. There's RIP on it. What else have we got in here? Pumpkins. And these are all like made out of rubber. There's a little skull wearing a hat. But they came like so. There is 14 in this, and I believe for 14 I paid like 79 pence or something like that. It wasn't very expensive. I do try to make sure that anything I get is sort of under, well, if I can, under £2. There is the odd thing that might be like £2.50. Depends on how many I'm getting for that price. Will depend on where my like limit goes to. I also got some Croc charms. These go down quite well. I think a lot of kids have Crocs, or at least Croc style shoes. So I've got a load of the little giblet things with the little ones on the back. So there is, again, a multitude of designs in there. Skulls, ghosties, candelabras, etc. And that came as a pack of 25. I then also got an even bigger pack. This is a pack of, oh, it's not going to tell me. Oh, 100 pieces. And these ones have actually got some Disney ones in it, which is why I thought these were perfect. I may have to go through these myself and pick out some for myself to put on my Crocs. But so we've got some things like the poison apple in there. What else have we got? We've got from Nightmare Before Christmas. Oh, we've got a Beetlejuice. That is not Disney, but nevertheless, we've got a few other more adult horror characters. Let me see what else I've got in here. Got a Jack and Sally. We've got a Minnie that is a skeleton, and we've got my least favourite character in Disney. However, it is a Stitch that is dressed as it. And then we have a mummy Mickey. But as you can see, there are lots and lots of variations of different Disney and other Halloween franchises in there. And these are all little gibbets. They're going to be great. Pop one of those in each bag. I probably will have some left over, although the other Halloween I did get over 200 trick-or-treaters, so have to be prepared. And then picked up a pack of 50 stickers. Stickers are great to put in any kind of party bag or Halloween bag. Whoop, drop in the packet. I like the fact that these ones were like designed to look neon. So you've got lots of different designs there. But I like the fact that these had like a neon effect to the way they've been designed. So, yep, got those, 50 of those. It's going to fill up some of my bags. And then got some wristbands. These came as a pack of 20. Not every bag I do up is exactly the same. I like to have variations. So these are some Halloween like bracelets. I've got one that says Boo. I've got a purple one that says Halloween. Some orange, some black ones. As you can see, various different designs in there. Some more Halloween key rings. This one came as a pack of 10. We've got some more ghosties in there. These ones have got a nice metal ring to it. And then these ones came as a pack of 25. Again, very similar to the other ones I've shown you. Like little eyeballs, little ghosties, skeletons, candles, etc. in there. Little key rings. I then picked up a pack of your classic plastic teeth, all in different colours. This is probably aimed at more of the younger people, like your 4 to 5-year-olds. There's a pack of 10 there. Then these are quite generic. They do have a few like Halloween designs on them as well, but these are like mini Slinkies. I thought these were really good. Great little addition. For example, there's one down here that's got a pumpkin on. This was a pack of 50. And again, I think I only paid a couple of quid for this. Again, a nice little addition for my party favours. Say party favours. You know what I mean. My little Halloween trick-or-treat bags. And then picked up some more classic. These are temporary tattoos. I feel like these go down quite well as well at Halloween. I think there's like 50 in here. There's 10 sheets and there's quite a few on each sheet. What I tend to do is I tend to sometimes like cut the sheets in half so that it will go around more, because then I can let more kids have temporary tattoos. And I believe these ones glow in the dark as well, so that'd be pretty cool. And then 2 items left to go into my bags. I got the classic glow sticks, just a pack of these because they're great for Halloween night. Kids can break them, lights them up on the road, makes them more visible. I believe this is 100 in here. So I've got 100 ones of those, so I can pop those into their bags. And then finally, I got some little light up rings. These come in 4 colours: blue, white, green, and red. And you've probably seen these in like dance routines and stuff like that. This is, we've even used them in dance routines before in my musical theatre group. So you just pop them on your finger like so, and then you turn it on and you can make cool signs with it. Like I said, there's several colours, and I'm going to pop one of these in some of the bags for Halloween. You can, if the plastic comes off, you can reattach it. It just slides into place like so. So yeah, cute little light for Halloween. Try not to blind you. Now we move on to things I've bought that were more specifically for myself. So first of all, I bought myself a pair of little dragon studs. I'm making all these dragon earrings and I wanted some for myself. So these are just some tiny little, they kind of feel like a Chinese dragon. I'm really going to hope that that's going to pick up. They're a little like dragon stud in black. Love these. I probably will swap my current studs out for these. I got myself a couple more pins off of TEMU, including this one for my book top girlies. I really like this. It's double clasped. I think it's enamel. I just thought that was really pretty. I like that one a lot. And then the other pin that I got off of TEMU was this one, and this one says a quart of smut and wingspan. Well, if you know, you know. So I really like that one as well. Really cute. We then have some wicked croc charms that I have picked up. There is various designs in here, but I'll just show you a couple of them. So we've got like Defying Gravity. We've got a Flying Monkey. These came as a pack of 18. There are some Glinda ones in there too, but let's be fair, I'm obviously an Elphaba person. And then finally finished off some of the accessories with some belts. So I'm starting to try and like lean into this like cottagecore fairy core stuff. I want to like try and give it a go. So I got myself this little butterfly chain belt. It comes on quite a large chain. So, and obviously you can make it smaller. It just means you have more dangly bits, which I don't think is necessarily a bad thing. So I got that to go with sort of like some of the other items that I've bought in this Temu haul, which I will try on for you at the end. I then got this belt. I love this belt. It's combining my 2 favourite things. So obviously I'm a Slytherin, but you know I also like my butterflies. And this is a half butterfly, half snake belt. I think this is gorgeous. I have already worn it once because I went out in an outfit the other night and it just was the perfect accessory. But I really love this. I do love a good belt, especially a good statement belt. Moving into another belt, again, this had like a snake thing. However, this was bought for one of my Disney boundings. So as I've mentioned in a previous video, I'm going to be creating Disney bounding outfits for my remainder of my Loungefly. However, I've also got some new Loungeflies, but that's for another video. This one is for my Halloween Minnie Mouse one. Because of the colouring in it. So I'm hoping the camera picks up, but can you see how it shines like greens and purples? It's very iridescent. It's got a really cute little snake on it. But the bag itself is got iridescent qualities to it. And so I just thought this would be the perfect accessory to go with that outfit. So I've picked that one up for that. And on that note, I've also picked up this fabric off of Temu. Temu does have quite a lot of nice fabric, I must admit. To make the bow to go on my Mickey ears, because I feel like this has that similar sort of colorway to what the bag is. Now this fabric is black on the back, as you can see. It has got a bit of stretch, and I believe I got a meter of it. I will make other stuff out of it as well. Maybe I'll make some accessories for my business, but I just really liked the color of that, and I'm hoping, like I said, to make the bow element out of this material. And finally, for my dog Disney bound, I got myself some socks. They came in a pack. I didn't need all of them, but you can never have too many socks. So I picked up this pack of trainer socks. So we've got a white pair, a black pair, a yellow. The blue pair is probably the one that I will go with this outfit. If not, I'd go with the pink because they're sort of the colours that are in the backpack. But that was a pack of socks. And then I got this t-shirt to go underneath, covered in paw prints. Now, I will say this material is not what I was expecting. It's sort of like a sports material. However, I don't think that's a bad thing. If I was to wear this bounding to, say, Florida, this would probably keep me nice and cool. I've got two other clothing items to show you, so I'm going to go and quickly pop those on so you can see what they look like, and I'll pop back in a second. So first of all, we've got this skirt. I saw this skirt and it really reminded me of the Southern bag that I need to do a bound for because it's got that sort of like gold beigeness to the check pattern. Obviously, it's green and I would wear it with a black top. I actually have a black top that I've got in a Shein haul that is coming very soon. The thing that I did love about this skirt though is it's got built-in shorts. So I don't need to wear my cycle shorts. It is very comfy. It has got an elasticated waist. And yeah, I really like that. So this is the other item I've got. It's sort of like a denim effect dress. I've popped the t-shirt underneath because this is how I'd sort of style it for my Disney bounding. I'm hoping to put some like paw prints onto this fabric, but it is incredibly long. You can't even see it on the video. It literally touches the floor. So my plan is it's got these cute buttons down the side and it has got adjustable straps. So I'll probably pull the straps up just that little bit more so that we feel a little bit more secure. It's got a pocket in the front, no pockets on the side. But I think for me, what I'm going to do is I'm probably going to take it up to about there. Because I don't need it to be really short, but I think it should be shorter than it is now. So that's one of the things I'll do with this one. But I really like it. I think it's going to look really cute for my Disney bound, for my Disney dog bag. And obviously I'll pair it with some other paw print related accessories. The final item I got from TEMU, which might seem a little bit weird, is this sort of like medieval white dress. I have got my jeans and stuff underneath because it is quite see-through. But this is sort of something I've bought as a base. My plan is, it currently has this like quite cheap material, see-through material here. I want to take that out and put a different material in. I also want to dye the actual dress, which is why I went with white first. I'm really hoping to do like some kind of like really dark dip dye on it for me to have a go at sort of doing that, I guess, book top inspired look. I don't have anywhere to go to, but I just really wanted to have a go at doing something creative for myself. Obviously, I make costumes and do alterations. So this is going to be just sort of a lover project for myself. But it's very nice. Like I said, it is a bit thin, but I think if you were wanting to dip your toe in, it wasn't overly expensive, and it's certainly a really good base. They had plenty of different colours on TEMU for this as well. So yeah. And that is everything that I got on this particular TEMU haul.
Well, not quite, because I actually forgot that there was three other items I was waiting for in this TEMU haul, and they all came in a separate packaging, separate package. I hadn't realised at the time of filming until 2 days later they all turned up. So one of the items is this, which is sort of like I think it was marketed as a pyjama set, but like a sweat set. They had multiple characters on there, but I've gone with the Belle one. So it's this like very sporty style, kind of like a sleeveless jumper, but it's got this really nice image here of Belle inside what looks like a looking glass with roses and her in her yellowy gold dress. It also has the same repeated here. It is drawstring and it is a working drawstring. The bottoms are cuffed. It is quite comfortable. It's quite nice. It's got pockets, which is always a bonus with me. We all know how much I love my pockets. It's got a hood on the back of it. So, like so. I'm not so sure about the hood. I'm a bit funny about hoods I might even just cut the hood off and redo the neckline and stitch it all back together. But for a pair of like pajama sweats, I think these are really nice. And like I said, they had several characters with that same sort of style with the image here and the image on the thigh. These would also be great if you were going to a Disney park that maybe was in a cooler country like Paris or somewhere like that, because you could still sort of have that Disney attire and it's extremely comfortable. Or wear it as a traveling gear if you're on your way to Disney. You could wear it on a plane. I feel like this would be a very comfortable outfit to wear. The other item that I forgot that I'd ordered is this. So I've ordered myself another one of these jewellery stands. I've put it together already. It spins like so, for when I'm starting to do more of my stalls. Words fail me today. So yeah, so it's got that chalkboard on top that we can write on, and then it's got all the hooks and the different layers going down. So that is now my third one. I have got this one that I've stuck my logo on at the top just for a bit of branding purposes, and that's got a multitude of jewellery on that one. And then the third one, I cannot recommend these enough, especially if you're a small business owner who sells stuff like earrings or necklaces, bracelets, key rings. I think these are really great display items. So that's why I got myself a third one in this latest haul. And finally, actually finally, in this TEMU haul, I got myself this. Now, it might look a little bit weird, but I went with the wood effect again because that seems to be a theme that I've got going off with how to display things. Now, if you open it up like so, you can see there's a bunch of hooks in there. And that is how you're going to put together to be able to hang stuff on. So let's set this up. So this is it set up. So it came with a load of hooks that look like this. And you simply just find the holes you want to put them into. You hook up and let down. And now you've got a load of hooks. I love the fact that it's almost like a carry case as well. So you could put the jewellery that you want to hang up inside this without the hooks all on, and then set up the display once you get to your event or venue. Now, it came with 3, 6, 9, 12, 24 hooks, which is quite a few hooks. I'm sure you could get more if you wanted them. But I just thought this was another great way for me to display some of my jewellery. For example, it's really good, especially for the necklaces that I make and the sets that I make, because I think they allowed it to hang and dangle better than the turntable ones, where sometimes the necklaces sort of drag. So I think this one I'll be using for mainly my necklaces and sets. But I love this. I think this is a great find. Like I said, if you're a small business owner, I think these things are brilliant. Even if not, if you just want a cool way to display your jewellery, or maybe you've got collector's packs of cards and things like that, or your pins. If you're somebody who doesn't like to take your pins out of the packaging, you could hook them on these hooks. But yeah, I just think this is a really great product. And that is everything from this TEMU haul.
There is quite a lot there, I know. Like I said, lots of crafting supplies, things for Halloween, some items of clothing as well for some of my Disney bounding that I will have videos coming out for soon. Hopefully you've enjoyed this video. If you have, please like and subscribe. And until next time, stay safe.